Got some guys step up tonight.
Well, it was a good old pitchers duel. We had some young freshmen step up and grow up, actually. You know, Nate Brown, had a long talk with him yesterday and explained to him exactly what he needed to do to be successful, and went out and threw the ball great, and got to his pitch count at about 64 pitches. And you know, I wanted, he probably could have went back out in the sixth, but I want him to feel good about himself. And you know, Kirby came in and got an out, and then obviously Baker, grew up a lot tonight and kept his emotions in check. Made some quality pitches, threw a ton of strikes, and had a decision there in the ninth because Baker was cruising, and they had, Busby leading off, the right-hander, and then Alpin next, and then obviously the switch hitter with Raleigh. And if you get a chance, you want to turn Raleigh around right-handed. But I felt, and thinking about it, before the bottom of the ninth, it's hard because this is an important game to a lot of people, and you want to always beat one of your rivals and that type of thing. But for the development of our pitching staff and our team, it was important for us to get Tyler Dyson out there. And if we could get a guy like him at the end of the game in a game like this, then obviously it's going to help us moving forward.
How much did this team need a win like this at this point?
I don't care if it's 1-0 or 10-9. I mean, they all, they all count the same. But it was important for our young pitchers to go out there and do what they did. And I think I've been saying it all along. I think our young guys are starting to grow up, and our bullpen's coming together, and our offense it'll come around. It'll come around. It's just some guys are still caught in between fastballs and off speed, and we saw a lot of off speed pitches tonight early in the count. And with credit to their pitcher Carp, he's really good. He's really good. So, but focus on the positives. Christian Hicks had a nice base hit through the middle. Indy stayed on the ball, right center field, hit a double. Mikey Rivera stayed on the ball, hit a ball, in the gap, right center field, and lo and behold, a check swing, wins the ball game. It's crazy. The game sometimes is unexplainable. On Saturday, Keenan Bell hits a ball off the top of the wall, and a couple more inches is a 3-run homer, and we're not going into extra. Today we won a game on a check swing, so it's hard to explain sometimes. But we'll keep working at this thing, and we'll get the offense going. And I think once this offense gets going the way it's capable, which I know it is, with our pitching, we're going to be tough to beat. And with what we've got starting wise on the weekend and what we've got developing as our bullpen, our main guys, we don't have to score 5 or 6 to win every night. We just don't, if our guys continue to do what they're doing on the mound. So I'm encouraged. I'd feel less encouraged if we didn't pitch and play defense. I know that. I know the bats will come around, and we'll keep working at it. And when they do, like I said, we're going to be really tough to beat.
Some of the guys credited the veterans with kind of keeping them focused and locked in and just going on the right track. Is that kind of what you were hoping to see?
Yeah, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, to be honest with you. I don't go in the locker room much. That's their place. And I do know that some of the older guys, in particular, Rubio and Faedo, from a pitching standpoint, those guys have done a really nice job with the younger pitchers. They've gone out of their way and helped them. And then we've got a handful of older guys, position player-wise, they've done a really nice job. So, it's one game, but it was an exciting one. It was one of those games, one walk either way could have changed the complexion of the game. There was no walks on either side, no errors. It was very clean. I think it was just two very good pitching staffs matching up. It's just that simple.
Dalton's out short, and you talked about the defense. You get Hicks in it there. Can you talk about Dalton, Hicks, and then certainly JJ with that play at first?
Yeah, I think that I think Dalton will be fine. Obviously you have to see how he feels tomorrow or next day, but certainly don't want to push on a night like tonight. Had a decision to make whether you start Hicks at short and make one move, or you make two moves, play Hicks at short and move Indy to Hicks to third and move Indy to short. But when you make changes like that defensively, I've always felt like the less moves you make moving guys out of position, probably the better you are. Not that Hicks couldn't play third, but I just felt like I didn't want to make two moves for one. And Hicks did a really nice job. He's very sure-handed. He almost made one of those heck of a play to his backhand, and he's just really sure-handed. He's very valuable. He's played first, second, short, and now third this year. He's played all 4 infield positions. He's very, very valuable.
What did you say to Nate when two guys got on to, I think, start netting the bunt, single, and
I told him not to let the bunt, let him lose focus. He's been throwing the ball really good. Don't let, because that's usually what happens. A simple play like a drag bunt, or a guy throws the ball away and there's a crooked number on the board, and they just kind of lose focus and they get a little bit frustrated at times. But he kept his composure and threw the ball well.
Do you think leaving him in there might might have given him a vote of confidence. It's a big situation, especially for a freshman.
Well, I wouldn't want to take a guy out after a bunt hit. I mean, he's been throwing the ball good. It's not like he was losing the count very much. He was around the plate. He deserved to stay in there. I mean, it's not like he gave up 2 or 3 hard contacts in an inning. It was a really nice bunt. It was well placed, and I just want him to keep his focus.
What's Dalton dealing with?
Just his arm was a little tender. That's all. Nothing serious.
Good to see Mike Rivera get a couple nice contact with the ball.
Well, he's capable. I mean, it's not like guys forget how to hit. It's just a funny game. It's just that's why they play preseason games to get guys timing and rhythm back, and we're just not able to do that at this level. We jump right from inter-squad games where the guys see the same pitchers day in and day out to playing outside competition, and it's not a mystery. We pitch a little bit different than a lot of other teams. We pitch off fastballs, and we don't pitch backwards very much, and that's what our guys get accustomed to, and it's now our job as a coaching staff to get our guys back on track. It's just that simple, and we will. I mean, I've seen our guys hit, and I'm not going to make any excuses, but it's a long season, and I'd rather be hot at the end of the year. I know that. As we get going into SEC play, we haven't played our first SEC series yet, so there's no time to panic. And the other thing is, these are our players. It's not like you can call somebody up from AAA or make trades. These are our guys. We believe in them. I know they're going to hit. It's just a matter of spending a little bit more time with maybe a couple of guys, and one guy gets hot. Next thing you know, 2 guys get hot, and next thing you know, you got more of your lineup going. It's just contagious. It could be contagious in a good way, and it could be contagious in a bad way. I truly believe the next time we play, that's the next game that we're going to get hot offensively. And if that's not the game, then it's the next game. And that's how I feel, and I'm not worried at all. It's a long season. Now, if we get a little bit further in the season and we haven't been able to make adjustments, then it's time to maybe look at some other guys. But right now, our main guys are our main guys.